I'm a clever battalion, and I've been training martial art for more than 30 years. In the past 10 years, I've been teaching Wing Chun in Shanghai. A style popularized by Bruce Lee. Legend says Wing Chun was created by a woman. Yip Man is just one of the 3 Wing Chun heroes in Foshan.
这个给他看，手也是。
Using speed is hard to defeat. Using technical skills to overcome power.
手这个是。
Now, let's get Kung Fu wise. I'm in the water town of Die Jiao here in Foshan.
Wow, look at this. Dragon Ball.
People in the past used to build their towns and villages around the water. But when those kind of small canals get through the city like small nets, it somehow creates a special type of vibe, like Amsterdam and Venice. It's somehow living around the water. It's truly magical.
你好，这个东西是什么？
江南蔬菜，
哇，在意大利这个没有啊，好食噶吗？
腌了它就好吃。
Check this out. Look at the way they build the home, really close to each other. There's almost no space to freely move around. I'm looking for Master Sim Si Meng. He does a very peculiar type of Wing Chun, also known as Yiu Choi Wing Chun, the Snake Style. All the forms somehow are very similar in different Wing Chun, but all of the different masters, according to their own experience, they adapt those Kung Fu.
很开心啊。
Master Sim Si Meng is one of the successors of the Foshan Snake Style and is very good at practical skills. Wow, look at those arms, like kind of springy.
This is the created by our lineage ancestor.
The ancestor, yeah.
这个主要是借力打力，这个叫子午位，有力了。
Oh, look at his elbows, like you can put it like.
上那个慢就不行了，这速度要快，这弹性。
Yes. Oh, 这个太极，哇，很快了。So one elbow here.
2下 ，OK。3下，那蛇形。
Wow, it's so cool. You can really feel this part stick to you like a snake that is trying to go through and going around. 这也是普通的木人桩。
我们练这个木人桩是练腰马跟角度。
It's to train different part of body.
把我们摇起来这一系那个特点，放在这个木人桩上，跟他们打的有一点分别。打，你看。
Look like he never leave the arm. He always stick to it, like, you know, he pass in and out. And again, he's applying the same kind of skills that apply on the dummy that he use. You see, he's kind of rebounding. So their ability is like that. They want to really kind of like do anything and keep sticking around the arm, and then they wanna hit from here. This is called like long bridge Wing Chun. Check this out. If we compare this to the so-called traditional dummy, you see, it's way longer because this actually is supposed to represent only the upper part of the arm. But for them, this represents all the length of the extended arm, so they can express their own particular kind of skills. So it's kind of like, wow. Snake Style Wing Chun apply the principle of being like a snake against their prey.
一拳打过来，这个师傅我打你。
You need to defense, right?
Yes.
打过来。
Like, whoa. It changes. Oh, interesting, because Yiu Choi try to kind of redirect the force like out, but the way he uses it is more kind of really like a snake.
跟着这个，这个你看，
You can feel stick to it.
Yeah.
我一拍我就在这里打的。
So you see, if I do this, I cannot find any space to get in. Yeah, he keep following me. No matter where I go, he keep going and follow me.
粘到哪个地方就捉哪个东西，头发可以，胡子可以，衣服也可以。
No more. This stickiness that he has when he grabs, he stick to it. Actually, this is something very peculiar to the snake style. How did you get interested in traditional kung fu?
Of course, movies.
For movies, cool.
So I came to China, the source
Yeah.
of Kung Fu, and I came to Foshan, but then he blew my mind with how good he was, and then I come to learn from them.
Sam, how did you get interested in martial art? Because you live in Foshan, but
Of course, Bruce Lee. Before the Yuen movie, I know Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was Wing Chun's practitioner.
oh, you too. Eh?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I didn't expect here to find a kind of a castle in the middle of this town. They used to use bows and arrows to protect themselves. Wow, really cool. 80 more so. The guy in the middle looks like me.
那个叫汉钟离。
Wow, look at this place. It's like so small.
像南方这个小巷太多了，所以咏春拳在这里发挥是最好的。你打过来试一下。
This kind of environment really emphasizes the skill of Wing Chun, because all the motion had to be very small, very quick, and very straight and to the point. Wow.
我们这个叫叠水小镇，重重叠叠的都是水。
The life of those water towns really develop about being in contact with the water. What they eat and the activities they do, everything is related to those type of things.
小船，
这个船啊。
以前在这里打鱼，在船上打架就是咏春。
I really love those old villages in China. People with the economy always want to migrate to bigger cities, but I think the life in those small towns is really special. Makes you really feel calm down.
学校最出名的就是龙舟，
他们有比赛的吗？
有每年农历5月
我们也可以试一下吗？
可以。
I really love this tradition. They keep it alive every year.
这个弯道你看，速度快的时候，船头船尾要控制角度，把握不好，你会撞到岸的。你等一下试一下。可以。
Wow, it is pretty intense though, because you really need to use all your body to keep the boat going pretty fast. I love the sensation because when all the people are kind of like rowing together at the same time, it feels like the boat is like flying on the water. It's really cool.
我们水乡，所以功夫我们以前都是坐船出来的，咏春、红船，还有6点半棍，这个央马，你看，
这个有摇，
对，移马的时候你看都是平衡的，
都平衡的。
对，你的那个重心就稳了。咏春拳都是大同小异，但是我们执行咏春都是关节发力。小练头，我们先把这个小关节打开，这个工具
啊，练这个的啊。
哎，那你看这个手腕，你看转的时候手腕带动。
When he turned, he kept the elbow.
把这个手腕灵活，
Ah,
有有爆发力。
It's very important for them to generate this power from the wrist because they always try to express the force in a certain direction.
一拳打过来，看，
And it's very important to have certain type of tools to be able to train and generate force. It's pretty cool. I like that you use these kind of things. Wow.
把这个肩胛打开，打开这个位置。
Pull it up as much as you can so you can keep the elbow on the center. The scapula will come.
这块也要打开，多一点了，这个位置。用这个摆动，
This is like a dance.
脚也是压下去，顶住这个位置。
Wow, wow. Look at this. It's really putting like parallel to each other. Really crazy.
每一步你走压下去，
You see, like using this type of flexibility to be able to do certain things that actually even the opponent would not expect you to be able to do that because you would never expect those kind of motions coming from the person. Let's say like a more traditional Wing Chun, they don't really focus on developing this kind of body skills. But here, the flexibility is really, really important.
我们练这套咏春，就是练每个关节都能自由的活动，随意的控制。
Every joint can be used and 发筋 and to be freely.
先说一下右手腕怎么用，打过来。
You see, you still have control over here. Yeah, from here you can hit.
啊，这个肘也可以打过来。
Also can be used to defend.
用这个肩胛，你看，尽量这里不动，这里动。
Only moving the shoulder.
一拳打过来，你看这个位置，你看，发力这个。
In the moment I try to stop this joint here, you will make use of the other joint, which is a longer leverage. Oh.
跨很多入法，我走不了。但是你看我这个位置，
And then he goes on the back. Boom. The knee, the ankle. Oh. He hook and then he put pressure with the knee inside. He will take my balance and he will let me go down. This style truly emphasizes the usage of each and every different joint in applications. Also the way that their joints to create those kind of like circle to protect their center in modern combat. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So if I do this, Wing Chun, like 1, 2. If I do this, ta ta ta. Wing Chun is a very traditional martial art who managed to get through time maintaining all these very charming aspects of traditional Kung Fu, like forms, all those Kung Fu motions, but at the same time to keep check with reality of combat.
走这个位置。
Wing Chun, they kept this fighting aspect, but at the same time they managed to blend it with the mind and body to make it together as one.